Yes, we already know how important the night economy is to this country. Now, an integral part of this economy, of course, are bars. And today, our entrepreneur is into this space. We try to find out how they make the money and how important or big these business operations are.
My name is Sereko Ben. I'm the general manager of Max Breeze. It is a restaurant and it also has a premium club. I'm happy that we are here after the 2 years of that hardship. Max Breeze being very corporate and law abiding, of course we had to abide by the laws of the land with what was happening, and being focused to our clients, we were also very, very vigilant about control of COVID-19. Much as we have a club with us, we are typically focusing on food. Even from way back, from 4 years back, we're focusing on food. And we were lucky that the neighborhoods of Namgongo, Bulindo, Chira and the like are typically residential if you look at the demographics. So people would walk here and pick food from us. So we leveraged on food sales for that time. We really have a very spacious kitchen and a very nice restaurant. So we leveraged on food. And later on, we started deliveries. They also helped us push through the hard times. Before we started this business, we took a very long feasibility study. It was a long study that we made before carrying on, before starting anything in operation. So we studied why other players are born, why places sell after a year, after 6 months, why these places are given a lifespan of not more than a year. And we really studied the challenges in the industry. So our philosophy is quite so different from other players. It's very, very different. So I must say it is alone a race with us. We are our own competition really, because the philosophy is very different. We can't compare ourselves to most of the players in the industry. It is very unique and different. So when we talk about competition really, it is really alone a race for us. Right now, I can't talk about competition. It's quite a journey for us, and it's too early for me to talk about competition. It's a very unique strategy for us. Now, as you and I know, eating is a must. For as long as mankind has stayed, and for as long as we shall live, and even our predecessors, we must eat and drink. That is really the main driver in this. Food must be there for as long as we live. It's a business that is here to stay. It's a lifestyle that is here to stay. Basically, that is why we chose this kind of business. As I said earlier, our philosophy is very unique. But internally, our philosophy is that it begins from the employee to the client. We look at making the employee happy and satisfied at work. Then they spread the happiness to the client. Obviously, when a client is happy, every stakeholder is happy and you stay in business. It is employee first that you look at. Whereas so many players make a mistake of looking at the client first and having their back office with a mess. In a mess, we look at the employee first, we satisfy the employee first, so that they can carry the same to the client. But for us as Max Breeze, the main challenge we faced is being unique amidst a somehow difficult industry. The biggest challenge we have is the mindset of the people out there about restaurants and clubs. People think these setups are not serious. That is what they think. They think, I'll give you an example. There's a colleague of mine who asked me why we have 4 accountants at Max Breeze. He could not figure out what 4 accountants are doing at Max Breeze. And that way, when it comes to employment, it affects our pool, the people to pull from. There are so many good people out there that shun applying for posts in these kinds of places. They don't know that there are places like this that are very serious and up to the task of doing business in the right way, like any other corporate setting. That's the main challenge we get. However, it happens, it spreads not only to people we employ, but also suppliers. But most of them are surprised, for example, when they get in, they are mesmerized at the level at which we handle our business, at the organization, at the corporate way in which we handle our issues. The level of approval, the level of requisitions, and the like. People come expecting that, hey, you're going to get in as a supplier, look for the owner, and get money. It doesn't happen here. So there's a structure here that is very robust. Audits are done almost on a daily, externally and internally. These are things people don't think that happen in these places. And that kind of mindset affects us so much in terms of attracting the right people into the industry and also attracting the right partners in the industry. But good enough as Max Breeze, we are pioneering that, and we are seeing a very good pool, for example, of employees applying to get posts in these very places. I must say, as I told you earlier, that our operations were really affected. One would think that night economy only applies to nightclubs and the like, but I must tell you, our premium restaurant operates up to around 11 p.m. We have couples dining. We have children with their parents dining up to 9 p.m. because we are literally family. We have a setting that is literally family. It favors family. And you know, here when you come, even a reverend can come at 9 p.m. and dine in our restaurant. So it is that kind of setting. So I must say, with the rules of curfew, maybe people stopping to move at around 6 p.m., it was greatly affecting. The night is very, very important. If you can get up to 100 clients from 6 p.m. up to maybe 10 p.m., that's about 150 clients in our restaurant. It is really big. It is not something small. So I must say the night economy being really active is a very important thing for the country. What you must know about this industry, hospitality, much as we draw long-term plans as Max Breeze, somehow you must keep evolving. And as Max, we have very huge plans. And even as you are here, we are almost on site. There are changes, small changes. Every after some time, there are some small changes. Because people want to look at a cozy environment to dine in, a cozy club to have fun in. So there are very big future plans. And I must tell you, within 5 years, 3 years from now, we shall really be big. Our strategy is quite long. It is very long and painful, I must tell you. But in the end, the results, when they start to come, they are consistent.
There are various ways that you can make your future secure, and one of that is saving.
And indeed, when we talk about savings, some people would think of acquiring land, buying heads of cattle and goats, but there's more to that. And today, we look at the option that insurance gives you in savings.
Insurance savings differ significantly from the conventional normal banking provisions or options or savings accounts that are provided by commercial banks. Essentially, our core business is to accept risks and to provide peace of mind to all our clients or policy holders. The purpose of insurance is to make sure that clients have peace of mind when they transfer risks that should they decease, or should they become total and permanently disabled, or should they be diagnosed with a critical illness. Should any of those common risks do occur to the client, our core business is to guarantee and pay out a lump sum payment that's embedded in the policy to the policyholder or to the beneficiaries, but also to provide means through which they can save and attain their future financial goal. So the key distinction here is to provide both peace of mind while a client is saving with us or takes up a policy with Prudential. We make sure that the client has peace of mind that in case they deceased, or in case they became total and permanently disabled, or in case they were diagnosed with a critical illness, we guarantee to pay the client the amount that's embedded in the policy, irrespective of how long the client has served with us. In other words, If someone took up a policy with us, even if they've paid for only 1 month or 2 months, we do not have any waiting periods. Should the risk occur, we guarantee to pay out that lump sum payment. But also, we provide disciplined way through which our clients can save and attain their future financial goals. Because at the end of the guaranteed period or the end of the duration for which our clients are taking up the policies, we guarantee to pay out the lump sum that's embedded in the policy, plus we also provide for, we also give our clients bonuses that are embedded in our policies, or our policies accrue bonuses, and at the end of time of the policy, our client is certain that they are going to get the guaranteed amount in the policy as well as all accrued bonuses.
The effects of climate change are far-reaching, making man think outside of the box. Tonight's innovator uses recyclable plastics to make building materials.
Innovation is important in life, for it is a facilitator of convenience. It is this convenience that innovators sell to the public that makes investment in innovation good business. This is exactly what has motivated a group of students to form a company, Wider Thinkers, which makes a unique brand of pavers.
We make poly pavers from plastic bottle. The pavers are of high class. We are a company. We started as students, and we visited different companies that make construction materials, and they've given us their business ideas.
The process of coming up with this product to these students is not a hard one.
So we collect bottles, then we cut them in the middle, we burn them, and when they've become liquid, we add sand, we stir, then we pour into the molders and wait for the cooling part. Each paver, you just need 70 plastic bottles and 1 kilo of sand.
This is what inspired this innovation.
Okay, so we wanted to conserve the environment. And plastics, research has proved that plastic bottles last in the soil for something like 2,000 years. So, and it's not good for agriculture. Yet where we are going, we need agriculture for sustainability. So we've decided to pick these plastic bottles and instead use them for something useful.
They have values they hold so dear, which they say has helped them to stay in business.
We are a group that is committed. We are committed, and we are a group that makes high quality.
The products have been appreciated by the market.
We've seen, just as I've told you, a construction company, they like this idea and they are willing to buy some to apply them at their companies. We've also seen a construction, someone was starting up a construction, and they are implying to use this instead of the other ones, the usual ones.
However, there are some challenges this group is contending with.
We still have little funding, so if we get lots of funding in the future, we can buy machines. For now, we just have few molders, but if we get more of them, we can just improve on our materials.
Despite the hardships, the proprietors of this enterprise see a bright future.
Our future plan, we are planning to become a very big company. We are now still not very big, we just take orders and all that, but we are planning to have a ground to make these things a lot, and to give construction companies so that we can supply to many people. Yeah, we are also planning to start different products still from plastic bottles, so that in case we don't have pavers, we can have some supplementary products.
In this highly competitive world, innovative ideas are what set an enterprise from the rest. It is also the key to building an enduring brand.
Well, that's all we had for you tonight. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Please do not forget to subscribe onto our YouTube channel, Money and Markets Uganda, or even contact us on the numbers on the screen. I've been Shmim K. Matovu.
And I'm Charles Boji.
Goodbye.